Good morning. Good morning, students. Good morning to all of you. We have been learning tenses. First, present tense, respectively simple, continuous, perfect, perfect, imperfect. We have seen the structure: positive sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, interrogative and negative sentence. Along with the tenses, simultaneously we have tried to understand the structure of the sentence. Simple present tense, subject plus verb plus object, positive. Subject plus do not, does not plus V1 plus object, negative. Interrogative, helping verb do, does plus subject plus main verb plus object plus mark of interrogation. Negative interrogative, do not, does not plus subject plus verb plus object plus mark of interrogation. In this way, we have seen the format of simple present tense, positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Respectively, we have seen the structure of present continuous tense. Subject plus Amazon plus ing to V1 plus object. They are negative. Subject plus form of to be plus no not plus ing to main verb plus object mark of interrogation. So that is negative continue present tense. Similarly, to be first Amazon plus subject plus ing to main verb plus object plus mark of interrogation. This is interrogative continuous present tense. And then just use not in between subject and to be. It will become your interrogative negative sentence. In this way, go on. Present perfect tense, present perfect imperfect tense. Simultaneously we have seen the structure and uses of simple present tense, uses of continuous present tense, uses of perfect present tense, uses of perfect imperfect tense. Then we have seen the structure of simple past tense is very easy one. In present tense we have used V1 and in past tense we will use V2. V1 is equal to present tense, V2 is equal to past tense. Second form of the verb, past tense, if it is the second form of the main verb, it shows the past tense, so it is past tense. Continue past tense, was where plus ing to V1 plus object or complements. Okay, this is the structure of what? Continue past tense, subject plus was where plus ing to main verb plus object plus complementing verb full stop. Then negative, use not after form of to be, it will become negative. Interrogative, take form of to be in the beginning of the sentence, give the mark of interrogation at the end, it will become your interrogative sentence. Okay, simultaneously we have seen the structure of past perfect tense, subject plus had plus V3 or past participle of the main verb plus object plus full stop. And if you have to change that into negative, just use no not after helping verb like had, it will become your negative. Interrogative, just take helping verb had in the beginning of the sentence, it will become your interrogative. Past perfect tense, if you want to make it or if you want to transform it into perfect past tense interrogative negative. It is very easy one. Take helping verb in the beginning of the sentence, then take the subject, then not, PP, then object, complement and mark of interrogation. In this way, we have seen the structure of simple past tense, we have seen the structure of continuous past tense, we have seen the structure of perfect past tense, we have seen the structure of perfect imperfect past tense. Similarly, we have seen the uses of simple past tense, uses of continuous past tense, uses of perfect past tense, uses of perfect imperfect past tense. Really, I must admit that uses of the simple past tense in language of English, there are a lot of rules, and all the rules when we come here, when we join together, I will definitely teach you. But now it is enough for us to learn past simple, past continue, past perfect and past perfect imperfect and respectively their uses. Okay guys, today we shall learn the structure of simple future tense, the structure of continuous future tense, the structure of perfect future tense and the uses of perfect future tense simultaneously. In order to save time, before starting learning, before we should start our lesson, I have written all the example on the blackboard to save our time. See here, simple future tense is used. You know the structure, you know the format. Subject plus shall be plus V1 is equal to simple future tense. See here, the uses of simple future tense is to use to show the future tense is used to show future action. Again, simple future tense is used to show future action. For example, I shall play cricket tomorrow. She will do it next week. And now, second use of simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to make promise or to give promise or to promise. For example, I will help you. This sentence indicate what? Promise, and it is used in simple future tense. Now, third use of simple future tense is to give suggestion. Example, shall we go to play? Of course, there should be mark of interrogation. Shall we go to play? It shows the suggestion. See, we will repeat it. Simple future tense is used to show future action. For example, I shall play cricket tomorrow. This shows the action which will take place in the future. Future action is indicated with the help of simple future tense. Second example, she will do her homework or PH next week. Second use of simple future tense is to make promise. I will help you. This sentence shows promise. And now third sentence, third example, third rule is this: simple future tense is used to give suggestion. And now fourth, will and be going to. Will and going be. Will are and is are plus going to are used to show an action event that cannot be controlled. For example, Corona is going to be epidemic. Corona is going to be dangerous disease. It is going to be hot this summer. So see again, come here. Fourth use of will or be plus ing to are used to show here. show an action or event that cannot be controlled. And now fifth use of simple future tense is when the plan is being made, or we use be going to if the plan has already been made. For example, I am going to visit my friend. The plan is already made. I will buy book for he will buy book. He will buy books for me. That is plan made by him. And now we should go further toward the uses of continuous future tense. Actually, the uses of continuous future tense, perfect future tense, and perfect imperfect tense are very limited. And that's why I have written down all the examples of continuous future tense, perfect future tense, and future perfect imperfect tense. Only each and every tenses of future, if you leave simple future tense, it has only one use. Come on. Future continuous tense is used to show an action that will be happening at particular time in future. See boys, read this again. Future continuous tense, you know the formula, you know the structure of continuous future tense, subject plus shall be, will be plus ing to main verb. Future continuous tense is used. Future continuous tense is used to show an action that will be happening at particular time in future. For example, in 5 years time, Raju will be working as a doctor. And now, perfect future tense is used to show. Do you know the format of perfect future tense? Subject plus will have, subject plus shall have, plus V3 plus object or complements. Okay, this is the format of perfect future tense. And see the uses of only use of perfect future tense is it is used to show an action that will be completed by a particular time in the future. For example, in 10 years, just wait. In 10 years, I will have completed my studies. See boys, the right sentence is this. Again, let me repeat it. Perfect future tense or future perfect tense is used to show an action that will be completed by a particular time in future. For example, in 10 years, I will have completed my studies. And now, last but not the least, the use of future perfect imperfect tense, it is used to express an ongoing action. Remember, it is used to perfect imperfect future tense is used to express an ongoing action that will be completed at the time mentioned. For example, I graduate, I will have been studying in this school for 10 years. In this way, we have seen the uses of present tense, simple, continuous, perfect, perfect, imperfect. We have seen the uses of simple past tense, continuous past tense, perfect past tense, perfect, imperfect past tense. Then we have today seen the uses of simple future tense, continuous future tense, perfect, imperfect future tense, and I am going to now give the revision. You know the structure, use of simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to show future action. It is used to show future action. That is, I shall play cricket tomorrow. She will do it next week. Second use, simple future tense is used to make promise. I will help you. Promise. Third, simple future tense is used to give suggestion. Example, shall we go to play? Suggestion. And now fourth, simple future tense will or be going to are used to show an action that cannot be controlled. For example, corona is going to be very dangerous disease. It is going to be hot this year. And simple future tense is used when the plan is being made. Okay, or we use be going to if the plan is, if the plan is, or if the plan has already been made. Example, I am going to visit my friend next week. Visiting to my friend is already decided. We use will to show details. For example, he will buy books for me. Planning. Now simple future tense, perfect future tense, perfect imperfect future tense has only one use each. For example, simple future continuous tense is used to show an action that will be happening at particular time in future. For example, in 5 years time, Raju will be working as a doctor. Perfect future tense is used to show an action that will be completed by a particular time in the future. For example, in 10 years, I will have completed my studies. Then future perfect imperfect tense is used to express an ongoing action that will be completed at the time mentioned. I graduate, I will have been studying in this school for 10 years. In this way, we have seen structure uses of present, past and future respectively. Simple, continuous, perfect, imperfect tense, present, past and future. Thank you. I hope that you might have understood the tenses and their uses. Thank you very much.